Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a makeup tutorial for you guys and I am so excited. I haven't done a talk through makeup tutorial in a really long time. I decided to do a sweatproof makeup look for summer 2019. I hope you guys are excited. I used a bunch of products that I'm just obsessed with. This is the routine that I will personally use if I want my makeup to last in the summer heat. This is more of a makeup look that's if you want a full glam rather than like an everyday makeup look. I will be doing a no foundation makeup tutorial as the summer goes on, so definitely subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video if you guys do want to see that, because I will be doing that very soon. So this is more for those hot sweaty evenings rather than during the daytime, unless you wanted to wear a glam during the day, which I would, to be honest. But I will be doing a more natural no foundation makeup tutorial that you guys will really love if you like a more natural makeup look and something more lightweight in the summer. So that is to come, but for today I have this makeup look. It's very summery and glowy in the right areas. Go to follow my Instagram as well, which is just Leyla. And enough rambling from me, let's get on into this sweatproof makeup tutorial. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is prepping my skin like normal. My normal serum and moisturizer are really lightweight, and that's because my skin typically tends to get oily. When you are going to be moisturizing your skin, just make sure not to use anything too overly heavy. Typically I like to use water-based moisturizers anyway, but if you don't typically tend to use a water-based moisturizer, maybe for really hot weather it may be best to switch to a water-based moisturizer. It will moisturize your skin without it being too overly heavy and too thick. The first thing I'm going to be doing is taking the Milk Makeup Watermelon Brightening Serum, and I'm just going to be applying this onto my skin as I normally do. This is amazing because it's very lightweight, and then going on top of that with my normal moisturizer, which is the Vitamin E moisturizer from the Bodyshop. I've said this before, and to be honest, making sure that your skin looks really flawless no matter what time of year is making sure that your skin is prepped properly. So making sure that your skin is nice and moisturized doesn't change just because we're in summer weather. So what I feel works really well is to apply setting spray not only once your makeup is finished, but also beforehand as well. One that I'm using is the NYX Matte Finish, and I really love this. Another one that I love is also, of course, the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. That one's incredible as well. Two primers that I love and definitely recommend are the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Matte Primer. This is definitely the most matte primer I've ever used. If you suffer with oiliness, this is the primer for you. This one feels a little bit more like a traditional pore filling primer. I only like this on specific areas of my face. I actually feel like this doesn't work too well on my nose. I prefer this pore filling one on my nose. So I'm going to use a mixture of both. First of all, with the pore filling primer, and I'm going to put this, like I said, on my nose area. I'm only going to be using the Can't Stop Won't Stop on my forehead and my cheeks, just because that's what works for my skin particularly. Next, we're going to be moving on to foundation. Now, obviously, like I did mention previously, if you are going for more of an everyday look, then this isn't the type of makeup look you would probably want to go for. So obviously, of course, because it's less of a lightweight makeup look, I am going to be using foundation. This is the foundation that's always worked the best for me. It's the Fenty Pro Filtr. Now, to be honest with you, it really is up to you on the foundation that you like to wear. I would just recommend that you use a matte or a demi-matte finish. But although I am using a foundation, I want to use less than I normally would. So I'm just going to be dotting it on my skin in sections, and then I'm going to be taking a beauty sponge and I'm going to be pressing this into the skin. Just a beauty sponge generally, it picks up the additional product, so you definitely don't end up having a really thick layer of anything on my skin. If anything, you'll have to build it up. So this is what we want for the summertime, because typically, even though we want to look flawless, less is definitely more. Once you've got one layer on, you'll start to notice some areas that just need that little bit extra additional coverage. So then you can go in and just dot a little bit of extra foundation in those areas only. Areas that you want to avoid putting too much product on are the oiliest areas. So typically I get my T-zone and my cheek areas. So I want to try and avoid that as much as possible. But this kind of section of my cheek, I get texture. So I'm going to need a little bit of extra coverage. Also just to cover up some of my scarring that's still there from when I had acne as well. Okay, so next up, I'm going to be applying some concealer. Now I'm going to be applying a little bit of the Fenty Beauty concealer, but not too much of this because it is quite a thick consistency. But the reason why I really like this formula is because it stays on. Like when it dries, I really feel like it stays on well once it's set especially. So I'm just going to be applying a little bit on, and I'm going to be using my ring finger just to press this into my under eyes, and then we're going to be going on top of this with a lighter coverage concealer that's a little bit more brighter afterwards. So I'm just going to be applying something a little bit brighter. This is very lightweight, so we can get away with applying a little bit extra of this. Next up, I'm going to be taking some of the Fenty Beauty Banana Pro Filter setting powder. So I'm going to be using this to set my under eyes. And then for the rest of my face, I'm actually just going to be using normal translucent setting powder. And I'm just going to apply a little bit extra to my nose area and my forehead to almost let it bake a little bit. But all the other areas I'm just going to set normally. I'm just going to leave the powder on that area for just a little bit. I don't like to bake for too long. Okay guys, so once that's been on my skin for just a little bit, I'm just going to dust away the excess. Okay guys, so next up we're going to be bronzing. We want to bring that colour back into our skin. This Hoola Caramel is such a lovely colour. It's great for people with olive skin tones. Applying this on all the normal areas. I've done my forehead, I'm just doing my cheekbone now. Whenever you do these makeup looks initially, you look at your skin and you're like, it is so matte. But obviously if you're in a hot climate, as the day goes on especially, or not so long afterwards, you'll notice that your skin is starting to look more moistureful. You're definitely going to thank yourself for giving yourself such a matte finish, even if it does look intense at the very beginning. What I'm doing now is just highlighting my under eyes using a highlighting powder. Now this is like an extra additional step that you don't have to do. But I can't do my makeup routine without doing this anymore, just because I feel like it really brightens this whole under eye area. Like, I don't know if you guys can see the difference. I kind of apply this in a triangular shape. Next I'm just going to be taking my sponge, and I'm going to be taking a little bit more of that banana powder from Fenty. And we're just going to be cleaning up this bronzing. Already going to buff this off because, like I said, you really don't need to leave this for a long time for it to be effective. Next, I'm going to be using this palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Camera can't even pick this up because this palette is just insane. I'm just kind of going to be mixing these three colours together. Just all of them except for the highlight shade. And I'm just going to be popping this onto my cheeks because this is just going to give us a really nice colour on the apples of our cheeks. This looks so pretty in real life. I'm not sure if the camera will pick up how gorgeous this is, but it's so lovely. If you've been watching me for a little while, you know that I never used to wear blush, so I have changed, that's for sure. Then I'm going to be using this golden highlight shade, and we're going to be popping it on the tops of our cheekbones. Because obviously, so next I'm just going to be contouring my nose quickly. Now I'm not sure if you guys would like to see a tutorial on this, because I've spoken about it before, and I don't know, I just feel like there's loads of nose tutorials on YouTube, but let me know if that's something that you guys would still like to see. I don't have a small nose, and I feel like we get there with makeup, you know? Obviously, for a full glam look, you can do whatever kind of eyeshadow that you like. I'm gonna go for something really basic with a little pop of color. First of all, I'm gonna be taking MAC Uninterrupted Eyeshadow. I'm just gonna be taking this on a fluffy brush and just applying this through my crease. Next, I'm gonna be taking the NARS Skindeep eyeshadow palette. Hopefully you guys can see this. And I'm gonna be taking a little bit of this shade right here. So for the actual lid, I'm just going to be keeping it very, very simple. And I'm just going to be taking this regular kind of like matte cream shade and applying it to my lid. Next, I'm going to be applying my lashes, and I'm actually going to be doing my lashes first before my eyeliner. So I've decided to do my lashes first and then apply a little bit of eyeliner on top of it, and also create a wing as well. Just to make this look a little bit more like summer, I'm going to be adding a pop of colour onto the inner corner. I'm just going to add a little bit of this cream eyeshadow from Huda Beauty, and then I'm going to be taking this neon green palette also from Huda Beauty and taking some of the neon green colour, which is very neon, and then I'm going to be mixing it with a little bit of this yellow shade from the orange collection, or like this orangey yellow kind of color. I don't really have a neon yellow, so that's what I'm kind of going for. And I'm just gonna pop that on my inner corner, basically. Of course, you guys can do your eyes however you like, but obviously this is just something that's super easy with a little pop of color, very like summery, but very simple at the same time. So I went for this, but you can do whatever you like. You can go for something more smoky. You can do whatever you like regardless, as long as you're using eyeshadow and you are using a good base underneath it, which I used my concealer, which lasts long for me, then you're gonna be fine. Okay guys, so don't mind the messiness of my hair today. It's looking kind of crazy. I'm just taking Rimmel Cappuccino and just using this as a normal nude lip liner. It's the best one I've used, so I just keep using it. And then I'm gonna be taking Huda Beauty Anniversary lipstick, and then I've decided to make it glossy, so I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and this is in the shade Fenty Glow. Okay, so to finish off, I'm going to be taking again the matte setting spray that we used underneath the makeup. Then what I personally like to do is take a blotting powder at this point and just apply it a little bit onto my most oiliest areas. I'll do that either before I leave the house or just like right as I'm leaving somewhere, just to make sure that it's nice and like blotted down. And that all the areas that I don't want there to be shine is nice and matte. So guys, this is my go-to Sweatproof Glam. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'll be doing a no foundation makeup look as well for the summertime. That will be a little bit more of a natural makeup look so that you guys can wear it for more of a day-to-day. But if you guys were looking for a glam that's gonna last those hot summer nights, then this is the kind of makeup look that I would 100% recommend. It's the makeup look that I'll be sticking to in the hot weather. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments what kind of videos you want to see next from me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.